Hello everyone, and today we're back into another top 5 video, and we're going to be talking about the best top 5s that I ever made. So, how will these top 5 be ranked? They'll either be ranked on how accurate and how well they aged, or the top 5s I'm basically the most proud of. So, with that out of the way, let's head right onto this list. So number 5 onto the list is actually going to be the top 5 Jolly Village Loomians. So I really like making this list. Not only because it was talking about a couple of the Jolly Village Loomians that were out at the time, like Barbadger and Celestine, but it was just also a very fun list to make. The only reason it is number 5 and not higher is because it's not a very accurate list. Like, I wouldn't put Celestine on the list anymore, and I definitely wouldn't put Christmas Cradle, but that's kind of another reason why I love this list. It's because I get to talk about Celestine and Christmas Cradle in a lot more detail, and I can talk about why they deserve to be in that spot. Well, I don't think they deserve to be in that spot anymore. It's definitely very interesting to talk about Christmas Cradle and Celestine, and that's why I really like this list. Also, we get to talk about Barbadger and a couple of the other Jolly Village Loomians that kind of get under the radar, at least compared to other Loomians. These are definitely very good Loomians, and it was definitely very good on making a top 5 just on the Jolly Village Loomians. It's not the most accurate, and that's why it's not the highest on the list, but it's still a very fun video to make, and a top 5 that I'm actually really proud of. So, yeah, it deserves number 5 on the list. Number 4 onto this list will be ranking all of the ice types from worst to best. Yes, it's another one of these videos. And basically, remember when I talk about the Jolly Village Loomians? Well, this is pretty much that, but even better. But with all the ice types in Loomian Legacy. The reason why I love this list is because there's just so many great ice types in the game. Almost all of the ice types can be considered good, and that's just insane. Not to mention that there was also a bit of makeup for my top 15 PvP Loomians video. Even though that is probably one of my best videos I ever made, and a video that I'm going to be talking about a lot later on the list, I didn't put Wintrix in the right spot. So, Wintrix was able to shine on this list, which was definitely a great little redemption arc for Wintrix. Not only that, I also really like all my rankings for the ice types in general, and I really like the placement where Icicle is, where Himber is. I think all my rankings are very accurate right now, which is awesome. Probably one of my most accurate lists I have made so far, which is awesome. So yeah, ranking all the ice types from worst to best definitely deserves number 4 on the list. Number 3 onto the list will actually be the top 5 most hated Loomians. And there is one reason why I put this on the list. It's my rant on Tatub at the time. It doesn't deserve to be higher than number 3 because this list is severely outdated. Tatub is not as hated by me as I used to, not to mention that Serenite I don't hate anymore. Honestly, my most hated Loomians are Teclipse and Obsidian, which, hey, Teclipse is still on the list, so that's very good. But yeah, this was basically infamous with my rant on Tatub, and at the time, I absolutely despised Tatub, and I think the rant that I made, while over-exaggerating, was definitely very entertaining. I just really like how that rant on Tatub went. And then showing the footage of it almost two-shotting a Nevermare and two-shotting a Barblast just definitely proved at the time how OP Tatub is. Tatub is honestly still very good right now. It's not amazingly OP because Harvestek has risen, and of course, you know, Obsidian exists. But Tatub is still a very, very scary Loomian that is definitely not hated anymore by me. But at the time, I despised Tatub every time I've seen it. But thankfully, I've gotten over it, which is awesome. The reason why I put it top 5 hated Loomians on the list was because of how fun the video turned out, and it was a very fun video to make. Just on the Tatub section alone deserved this top 5 to be on the list. And even on the top 3, it was just a very entertaining top 5 to make, and that's why it made the top 3. Number 2 onto the list will actually be talking about the top 5 dual typings in Loomian Legacy. The only reason this even made the list is just how unique the topic was. The top 5 dual typings. It's not every day that people talk about different typings in Loomian Legacy. Not to mention them being put together. And talking about the best dual typings in the game really just shows how good some of these Loomians are. Of course, the top one is Light and Dark because, of course, we have Eclipse, which has the best offensive typing in the game, and not to mention a very good defensive typing. In my video, I even call it the best offensive and defensive typing, which is accurate to an extent. I don't think it's the best defensive typing. I think Water Toxic is, or Dark and Mine, which I believe both of them made the list, so that's very good. So the list is very accurate. But yeah, it just was a very well-made list, and also pretty accurate, which definitely is a reason why it is number 2. And also, I really like the concept, top 5 dual typings. It's not something that people would expect, and not something people rarely ever talk about, but something that's actually really important in team building. So, yeah, talking about the top 5 dual typings in Loomian Legacy was definitely a very fun video to make, and definitely one of the best top 5s I have made, and that's why it deserves number 2 on the list. Honorable mentions, and I only have one honorable mention. Top 5 most broken Loomians. The top 5 that started the whole series. The only reason it's not on the list, it's outdated, and my mic was horrible at the time, but without this video, the top 5 series would not exist. It's also my most viewed video, so the link to this video will be in the description, and also the link to my other top 5s on the list will be in the description below. So, yeah. The best top 5 that I have ever made is, of course, the top 15 PvP Loomians list. I loved this list. This was probably one of the hardest lists to make. I had 30 Loomians in contention for these top 15 spots. And with the choices I picked, I think have aged the best so far. And I also probably think I picked 10 of the best 15 Loomians. I think I hit on almost all of them, which is awesome. We had Wind Tricks, we had Obsidian and Eclipse at top 2. Cosmere Crack, I think, deserves to be on the list. We talk about Mutagon. I think keeping Metronet off the list is still the right move, even though it is considered an Uber. Not to mention all the honorable mentions that I talked about. Also putting Vesperatu on the list over Ursul's definitely something I still agree with right now, which is awesome. I'm just really proud of this list. It's probably the most work I ever put on the top 5, well, aka top 15 in this case, and just probably my most well-created video by far, and probably my best video I ever made on the channel. This top 15 list is not perfect, as I think I ranked a couple Loomians too low, but it's probably the best video I have ever put out on the channel, and hopefully we have some more amazing videos coming out in the future, but this is the best top 5 I have ever made. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I am running out of ideas, so please give me some top 5 comments below. Like, tell me some other ideas for other top 5s, because I will definitely be trying to look at the comments below to get some more options. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video of me talking about the best top 5s, and I will see y'all all later. Bye-bye!